Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, and that you had a great week, and have a great weekend. So remember, this is Male Shepard, Infiltrator, Paragon, although I've got Paragon and Renegade bars full. It's Mass Effect 1, and I am romancing Ashley. So we are here on the Citadel. It's basically the last time you can go to the Citadel, walk around free. So we're gonna get the merchants, just make sure we've got everything, get 2 more quests and take it from there. So I've got Tali and Ashley in my group, and unfortunately you cannot go back and change. So just for interesting, here is someone you can talk to in the airlock that I didn't see.
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order. Sorry, Commander.
Okay, they say the same thing every time.
Ambassador Udina gave the order.
And if you press on the button, you get the same message. So it might have been better to take Garrus for conversation-wise, but I'm okay with having Talia. I prefer her, so.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit.
Okay, we know this one. I might cut out what I go to the merchants, but this one's close enough.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Okay, now one thing now is this, you now get the super Spectre gear, the level 10. It unlocks apparently with Vermeer. It's not very clear. There's some that say you need to get the achievement to have like 1,000,000 credits. So, but it just seems after Vermeer you have it. I don't know if it's your 4th world or just after Vermeer. But as you see, now we've got level X of it. And if you want, you can compare what it looks like. So let's get rid of some of this money. Unfortunately, they've just got the one, so you can only buy one of each until you come back here, so. No Colossus armor, no. And also just make sure that with these merchants that you've got all the upgrades and licenses and stuff. I'm going to the Hanar next. But if you are having fun enjoying these videos, either these of Mass Effect or some of the other games, and you haven't yet, remember to subscribe, enable notifications, that bell button, so you know when I post. Hit the likes, let me know that you like the videos. Just helps me and the channel. And then you can always leave me a comment. Tell me something interesting or just something about the game. Okay, so I'm now here at the wards. This is where you're going to get one of the quests. And it's actually if Ashley is alive, that's one of the reasons I brought her. And she's got some conversation with it. And it's actually pretty interesting, well, in my opinion, interesting.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Explain yourself.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
Okay, so if you remember, Ashley, that one conversation of hers, she actually celebrates Armistice Day, and it's the whole thing that happened with her grandfather and the Turians and stuff.
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest?
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
Then you've learned nothing. You're useless.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy, and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
We should, but you're looking for a reason.
I disagree. We have a backlog of grievances the aliens have ignored, starting with Shanxi.
Were you at Shanxi? If not, shut your pie hole.
And then we can tell her to ease down or secure that.
It's not worth getting angry over, Chief.
Right. I read you, Skipper.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a noble goal. Too bad so many of your supporters are just racists.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
And then you can either say Earth must walk alone, or the appeasers are right, meaning the ones he was talking about on the Citadel. And that's all the investigation. I think goodbye is just also just leaving.
Sorry. I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
This might be a sore subject.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
I'm really surprised she doesn't have anything to say about that.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Remember Shanxi!
Oh my word. Lovely.
No blood for aliens.
Alright, so we've got a codex. And there's the Terra Firma party. Yeah, that's all there is to it. That's complete, so... And then race against time. Before I do that, I'm just quickly going to over here. And then the last quest is... over here.
Pardon me, soldier. Could I take a moment of your time? Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
You're a pencil pusher.
I understand, it's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
What is this stimulant exactly?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why did you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
What's wrong with him? Have a little faith.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Oh, my word.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
Fortunately, you have to, for some reason, get this again.
You should put some trust.
My assistant. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Okay, you can say no promises, and then you can go buy it. I think it's at Dr. Michelle, but I'm going to tell him he's an addict.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
Okay, so the investigation is just the same again. Don't be an idiot.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
You need help. No, you'll go now.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
Get treatment. Listen to yourself.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Okay, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if that really affects the game in future. If his assistant taking over does something, or... And then the journal is once again Citadel negotiators request. So this is if you're going out to Flux, and this is talking to Anderson, so be ready to follow through here. So before we start, I just wanted to say happy Valentine's Day to the people that celebrate it. I hope you have a lot of fun, enjoy it, just have a good time. So as I said before, this is more or less point of no return, so once you started here, you are committed.
I still can't believe that could happen out in the open like that.
Neither could he. The CSEC agent said there has been an increase in violent crimes in this area lately.
Did he say why?
No, he kind of skirted the issue.
It's those damn humans, if you ask me.
They're not all bad, they're just different, mostly.
I don't like them. They all act like they've been living here forever. The Citadel is ours.
Awesome. And if you want, you can go dance one last time. Just before we continue.
This music is interesting. I wonder if I can find a copy to bring back to the flotilla.
I don't think I've ever heard a conversation in here.
If we weren't on duty, I'd have to show you some of my dance moves. Sir.
Okay. And then here's Anderson.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
I know how you feel, or felt.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area, patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Okay, so yeah, you can choose either Citadel Control or breaking into his office. I admit, I don't think I've ever seen Citadel Control. But if you say you decide, then he chooses to break into the office, and he says he actually preferred that. So it's the one that I'm going for.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Okay, so here's the last chance if you forgot to do something on the Citadel or want to go shopping. Not yet, but we're ready. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
I kind of wish they actually allowed you to get back to the, or just took you back to the Normandy. We can see the journal over here. Luckily there is a fast travel point right here.
ExoGeni Corp recently released an official statement regarding their missing survey team in the Hades Gamma Cluster. According to the statement,
we've already heard that.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send...
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
So now you see why you can't go back to the Citadel. Although I don't see if you snuck out why you can't sneak back in with the stealth system, but anyways. So we're going around quickly, talk to everyone. They've almost got like one line each or something.
Aw, damn it, no sign of pursuit? I was hoping the Council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
This isn't a game. Well, to Joker it might be. Mission's not over yet.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
And then we're just back to the normal conversations.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
And we can even talk to Presley as well.
Can't believe we stole the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
That's all he keeps saying. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't fill up again, it seems. Talk to the doctor.
It's strange, being a fugitive from the Alliance. This crew has sacrificed everything for you, Shepard. Don't let us down.
And Liara.
This will all be over soon, Shepard. One way or another. This will all be over soon, Shepard. One way or another.
See, even they've got the same thing to say over and over. Well, she does at least. So Caden would have been over there where he's normally, or was normally. You can talk to Adams as well.
Heard we're headed into the Terminus systems, Commander. Don't worry, sir. The Normandy's a hell of a ship. She'll get us through this.
Awesome.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
She's actually one of the ones that adds conversation with it.
Your father probably had some political pull, right? He wouldn't let them throw his little girl in jail.
You don't know my father. Stealing ships is a capital offense among my people. He'd probably want to execute us himself.
So I know this is part of like the original conversation, not this, but it's like, no problem. It doesn't really fit.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
And you can investigate the stuff again if you haven't.
I should go.
See you later.
Stealing an Alliance ship? Risky stuff. But I'm right behind you, Shepard. It's the least I can do.
Everyone else thinks I'm crazy.
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
You and me both.
He'll get us through, Shepard.
And with him you can also talk about the mercenaries and stuff again.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I can't believe we stole the Normandy. After everything you told me, it seems a bit extreme, don't you think?
Stealing the Normandy is a trivial risk compared to the threat of Saren.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If you're wrong, we'll pay for it. But if you're right and we did nothing, I think we'd regret it a whole lot more. I just hope we can catch Saren before they realize we're missing.
Look at that renegade. Quit whining.
We'll catch him. Just be ready when we do.
Yes, Commander.
Commander?
Now, she doesn't have anything to say, but I think it's because she's my romance. I think if Caden was your romance or Liara, then this might have been the reaction you got from them.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
So this is also the last time you can like equip your team and stuff and work on their armor and mods. So this is also the last time you can buy from this guy. Now there is some other exploit again. I've never really used it, so I'm not 100% sure how it works, but apparently if you save before buying from him, you can load and buy, go in again, and he might have different stuff until you get something you really want.
Looking for supplies?
But as you see here, you can buy from him.
You bet, Commander.
And you can actually buy the X stuff. So then you might actually have like 2 of them. I don't think you can get any more unless you play New Game Plus. I'll equip it to my team that I take with me to Ilos. So you can't go, I don't know if they actually allow you to go back to the Citadel, but you can still go. So if you've got quests that doesn't require you to go back to the Citadel, you can complete them. You can go buy from the merchant at Noveria and Pharos. Not really sure what you're going to do on Vermeer, but you can complete quests that complete in the area where it is, where you don't need to hand in at the Citadel. But I'm going to Ilos immediately. I'm ready. And it's only got this one system in here. That is all. That is how far I can move the cursor. so let's quickly read these. You can just pause and read there. There's another one. Oops, wrong button. There, if you got to read it. And then here we go. Cool picture again. So you can just pause and read this again, but not a lot of information.
Skipper?
You don't have to call me that. I'm a traitor now. I probably shouldn't even be wearing this uniform.
We had to do this, Shepard. You know that. There was no other way. And you'll always be the skipper to me. Oh, Captain, my captain.
First Alfred Tennyson, now Walt Whitman. You're full of surprises.
Dad loved all those sappy poets. Mom was more into Plath. I'm not a word person, Shepard. Other people say what I mean better than I do. We're mutineers, sailing a stolen warship into the most hostile system in the galaxy. I couldn't blame the Council for calling us reckless or aggressive.
Just a few months ago, you would've.
I've had some things to think about since coming aboard. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note, may yet be done. Not unbecoming men that strove with gods. We'll get home again, Shepard. I believe you'll lead us through. Oh, Captain, my captain.
Is my rank all you see when you look at me?
No. I see a strong, passionate man. With a great ass. There are regs against this, you know. You ready to deal with the consequences? I've spent my whole life fighting to get what I want. To get it done, I had to bury a lot of things. During that whole time, not even once did I feel like I was worth what I was fighting for. You make me feel good enough.
Bunk here tonight, Ash. With me.
Bold word, Shepard. I like bold.
Shut up and get over here.
Make me. Well now, that's a whole new spin for on the floor and give me 20, huh?
You still sassing me, soldier? I think you need more physical training.
Tisk. Now, what will it take to prove I'm in prime condition, Skipper?
Bridge to Commander Shepard. We're 5 minutes out from the Mu relay.
Duty calls. Get up to the bridge, Skipper. I've got other weapons to check out. Hey, Shepard. Whatever happens down there, I just wanted to say... Wait, you know what? I'm not telling you. You want to hear this? You'll just have to come back to me.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Okay, so this is the last time you can actually choose your crew, your party, for the rest of the game. Now it's just a one-shot to the finish. I'm choosing Liara because it is a Prothean planet and I think she might have some unique conversation. And then of course I'm taking Ashley. They do also suggest to take your love interest second in the walkthroughs.
You two, keep moving inside now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
That was so close. Okay, but this is where I'm going to stop the video. But that was pretty cool. I love that scene with it. There is no other landing place. I just loved how they're like communicating with each other and the intensity of it. It's funny for me. I think it's cool how they did it. Then with that scene there, I stayed quiet to not try and spoil it. There's a little bit some weird conversation there between them, but that part where she says she's not a word person, she thinks other people are better with what she's trying to say than she is. I sometimes feel like that. I'm also glad to see that you can actually see that she's had some character development and learned some new stuff since being on the ship, and her views have changed a little bit. Also, there where you ask her to stay with you, just wait a little bit. She's got that little line there where she's quite vulnerable, where she says, "You make me feel worthwhile." Just before we go, there is a codex entry, and it's actually a one that you can read, a primary one, or not read.
Like the ancient human city of Troy, Ilos is a world known only through second-hand sources. References to Ilos have been found at several other Prothean ruins, though direct study of the world is unlikely to occur. Ilos lies in a remote area of the Terminus systems, only accessible by the legendary Mu Relay. 4,000 years ago, the Mu Relay was knocked out of position by a supernova and lost. Since then, Ilos and its cluster have been inaccessible. Occasionally, a university will organize an expedition to chart a route to Ilos using conventional FTL drive. These never get beyond the planning stages due to the distance and danger. The journey could take years or decades, passing through the hostile Terminus systems and dozens of unexplored systems.
That's very interesting. And then we can just see with the journal, find the conduit. And nothing over here. But like I said, I think it's pretty cool. I really like this game. We're getting very close to the end now. Hope you're enjoying it, having fun. And we'll take it in the next video. So be well, have a great day, and see you in the next video.